Hey, welcome everybody. This American Car Classics radio program. And it's been a long day. I'm Kenny Schofield, and with me is Steve Charbonneau, Todd Byron, and this face is Rhett Riddle. I don't know if you can see him right now, but you should be able to. And Rhett's a friend of the radio. He's been on a couple times before, once, twice, maybe something.
Twice.
I don't think I'm on at all. I can't hear anything in my headphones at all. So we're just going to keep talking and pretend I'm good. Are you good?
I hear you.
I hear you.
Okay.
That's all I hear is
I don't.
Kenny.
It's Kenny.
Nope, nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm very low. I mean, I can maybe hear something, but I'm very low. So we're going to just keep trying now.
But he's here.
There you go. So I'm on, but I'm just very low. So, all right. So sorry about that. That's what happens with radio.
Yeah.
So how you doing, Steve? Look, man, I could talk to you forever because you've got so much shit going on.
It just never ends, you know.
Before we started this, we said, I can't find the other headphones. So Steve's he's like, man, I would have stayed at work. I could have worked on the
57.
or
The Chevelle, the Impala. I got the DeSoto. I got a Dodge Dakota. I got
He's got a lot.
Jeep.
So
I
you
got Chevy pickup. I got another Chevy pickup. I mean, I got cars for days. I got a Volkswagen.
Have
I got
you
all
seen the
kinds of
parking
crap.
lot over there?
so having a holiday.
I know Todd's hogging the whole parking lot. Can you believe it? We're fighting over parking spots. I'm like, we're yelling at each other. I'm like, asshole, you're down here. No, this one's over here. No, one's over here. And then we're like, hey, we're going to pull these cars. Oh, no.
It's pretty bad.
I understand.
Thank God I'm good friends with Mr. Rogers. This guy owns a lot.
I
of
know
cars.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So you could have literally stayed at work, and if it wasn't for the holiday weekend, you could work right through and not have a problem. Everything's going good.
He's not the only one, man. That place is crazy over there.
We got no room for nothing.
Well, you used
I
to get,
left. I said, I'm not going to make there in time. And I got here and I'm sitting there waiting and waiting.
well,
And
Bryce
Brett
was
comes pull in.
Bryce was thirsty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hey, yeah.
So
Well, listen to this guy.
you've gotten in trouble before for parking on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is almost impossible not to do.
Yeah, I mean, during the day, I don't know. What happens is the people from the trailer park down the street, that if they're intoxicated or something, they have to get to 7-Eleven to get them something. They don't like that to go around a vehicle, I guess. I don't know.
And that's real, too. That's not
I
true.
don't know. There's a trailer park down the street, and they got some weird people up in that place. There's some nice people in there, but
There are.
people with some mental challenges.
But Steven
like
said that
trying
one.
to get around a car,
Yeah.
walking.
Well, you had the guy that came along and helped you out, and you didn't know his name at the end, but he brought you a beer.
Yeah.
You gave him $20, and he brought you a beer.
Yeah. Hey, if you're going to stand there and watch me work and I need help because I ain't got long enough hands or enough hands, I'm going to put your ass to work.
Right.
That's all there is to it.
So you guys have had a decent week so far. It's only Tuesday, but the weekend was good for you and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
the
enough time.
rain's
Not
got-
enough time during the week. Yeah, rain.
Rain has got us.
Rain.
The body shop part of it's all. We're jammed up. We got a lot to get out of there by the end of the day tomorrow.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
40
have a
miles.
holiday.
I'm 40 miles north of you, and the rain started here and then worked its way north. So you guys had it before me even. So.
Oh, really?
All day.
All day.
And it was a good hard rain
All
all
day.
day.
Yep.
So we didn't really have a hard rain until the second half, but after noon it came down hard and stayed hard.
Yeah.
So, Rhett, so you work
Yeah.
at Route 60 Hyundai.
Yes.
And we got to hang out this weekend.
Yes, we did.
Because your boss Tommy, he had a car show at Route 60 Hyundai.
That's right.
And it was pretty fun. Everybody made it out,
Yep,
including
everyone
Mike,
was
who's
there.
not here right now. But that opened to Mike for you to come on down and tell us what your boss thought of everything.
It was a rousing success. Talked to me about it today. Everyone at work, when I came back to work, were just thanking me for helping put together the show. What a good time they had. It was a great day.
You did.
It really
You-
was.
You were the one person that was out there running around doing. And I think that the other salesman and whoever else came around and stuff was talking and looking at people's cars, that they noticed that you were hustling, and you met everybody as they came in and found them a home.
And it was good that it went smooth
Real-
because that means that, we'll be able to have it again and again and again and hopefully grow it and outgrow the lot and have to move on to bigger and better things. You never know.
Yeah, which is what we did at Rib City.
That's right.
And
That's
and it
exactly
happens.
right.
But it was a good turnout. You brought your 50 or your 67 pickup, and you brought the 69 Camaro. And Mike did not bring a car, but he came out for a little while.
Yeah,
So-
Ron Smith came out.
Ron, we saw a lot of people that we knew.
Yeah.
Dirty Mike, he won the best of show with his Camaro. What year is that? 70.
70. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And who was it that won? Fred
Kiesel.
Kiesel.
He won.
He won.
Deal, that was
Choice.
No, dealer's choice went to that black gremlin. The lady with the black gremlin, her and her husband came up with matching gremlins. Hers won. She was the original owner of that one. They were the original owner of that.
Okay.
But what did Fred win? He won. He didn't win best.
Like the manufacturer's choice. Or
Yeah,
something.
Mike won Best of Show. So
Yeah, okay.
Right, because it was last.
What did Fred?
He was the first one. But anyway, it was nice to see Fred win.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got a much older. What is that? A 30?
What's that?
30
Edsel or something?
Is it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Some oldie car.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
is good to see one of them win. You know,
Yes.
they're starting to fall off. a
What
little
kind of car do you have out on the driveway? What is your tree in the hood car?
bit.
yard-
That's a '54
yard-
Chevy.
A 54 Chevy.
Yeah.
It's a 4-door?
No,
Okay.
2-door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just ratty.
Oh, I know.
It's just a yard ornament.
Yeah. Is there a frame under it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's cool.
I think it's got a flat tire. It's looking a little crooked.
It's definitely got a
But it's made to look crooked. It's sinking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's like when I came in, I passed the puddle that went right up to the grill. It's pretty wet out there.
yeah, it's wet over there.
That's
Yeah.
nasty.
Yeah.
Boys, we got a comment here on the live stream. I believe it might be the first one we've gotten so far.
How
and
about that?
It says Kenny is the sexiest man on YouTube.
Okay.
Oh,
All
must
right.
be your
That's
your
good.
woman.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, it could have been my wife. You
I
never
am-
know.
Oh yeah.
It
I
could have
am
been my
holding my
wife.
gut in because the camera adds 10 pounds, and I've got about 20 on me extra.
Nice.
So I might have
Nice.
they're trying to
He's
suck
got his
it
own
in.
little fan club now.
Yeah.
I've always had a fanny club, man. It's not
A fanny
big deal.
club?
Yeah, it's
Fanny
not a big
club.
deal, man.
I like fanny clubs. I don't know about fan clubs,
Right.
but fanny clubs.
Well, I have an aerodynamic ass. I am not a Kardashian related. Sibling at any time. It's fine, yeah.
Oh, that's good enough.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
A little more info than we needed.
I appreciate that, Bryce.
I'm
Yeah.
not backing him up on that. man.
Yeah.
So we had probably. Did you do a car count?
I didn't do an official car count, but I think there's around 35 cars there.
Yeah, we guessed
That's what I
about that.
figured.
40 or
Yeah.
something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the parking lot was pretty full for what it
Yeah.
was. That was HP Productions was doing the High Performance
Mhm.
Productions did the show with the 3 trophies.
And the weather was good, thank God.
weather was
It
beautiful.
Yeah,
really
it was
was.
beautiful.
It really was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really was.
Great day
Couldn't
for a
ask for-
car show.
Yep. couldn't
Bryce
ask
and
for
I
better
got to
thing.
go out and film some guys doing some things with their cars and
Mhm.
stuff. We brought them over the table and did that and turned a couple of those into some short little videos. We had a hard time with some Wi-Fi. That was an issue. So we're going to get some hotspot things worked out and all that and continue to improve the ability to do the on-site stuff. I think it adds to it. And people, once they started seeing some of it getting done, there was a little bit of a crowd a couple times, and that was fun, you know.
Yep.
So we wanted to get Tommy on board. But and I'm saying Tommy. Tell me Tommy's last name.
Chirenza.
Because, I'm going to mess that all up, man. Chirenza. I
That's
wrote it out phonetically sounding properly. It doesn't look like the way you spell his name at all.
I tried to spell it. Like, no, let's go phonetic.
Yeah. Yeah, wasn't going to
Here, let me get it for you.
Hooked
So,
on
Steve,
phonetics.
you didn't stay all day. You had a lot going on. You brought Aaron out, and you got to see everybody and talk for a while. The guy next to you in that Pontiac Safari wagon, did you look at that car?
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, he was a nice guy. He taught me for a while.
Yeah, his name was
Yep. You forget already?
Bryce. What was his name? We did the interview on.
Tom.
Keith. It was Keith. So yeah,
I knew that.
This is one of 300 left. There were about 4,000 made, and it's 300. There's 300 left. Just because he said they were so much like the Nomad, but they had so much extra chrome and little lines that when you wrecked, it wasn't that popular to be able to just get parts, or people didn't go to that cost to put them all back together.
Yeah, he's looking to take the Chevy motor out and go back to like a 389, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, those had a little more bling than the regular Nomad.
Mhm.
Yeah, they had a lot more
Yeah.
chrome and lines and stuff and everything. So yeah, and 300 left out of 4,000. He says he's done homework on it and everything else, but he's looking for a 69 GTX. A GT.
Plymouth?
Is he going to LS that
Plymouth.
thing?
Yeah.
No,
Good.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's good.
There's a big difference between. We talked about that last week, and you should have been here because we had a big question about resto mods and pro
Retro
touring and the retro and all that stuff. And so it was we needed your help on some of that stuff. So yeah, so you've been with Route 60 Hyundai Ret for
A little over a year and a
Yeah.
couple months now.
It's a good place to work.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Happy to be there.
This is the first car show they've done.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Tommy used to
Mm-hmm.
Route 60 Hyundai with his dad. They used to be a sponsor of the show way back in the day when Keith McDonald and Dick Arbitel were on it.
Mhm.
Who was the other person that was on it? Was that Dean
Dean Lapierre.
Lapierre, right. Right. You have an event coming up on New Year's Day that is a memorial for Dick Arbitel. And I went to the internet looking at stuff and knowing all this stuff was coming up as we were going to be putting the flyer out and saying some stuff about it. I Googled Dick's name. And man, he's got a Twitter account, and there's a cool YouTube video. It's 6.5 minutes long about a '38 Buick owned by a guy named Ron. Who is that, Ron? Do you know who?
Not Ron Smith.
No, I didn't think so.
Yeah,
Somebody put a lot of money into this car.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never seen Dick. I said to you when you made the flyer, I said I'd never really seen a picture, at least in color and stuff. So to see this and then to see him do the video and hear him talk and describe what they did and why the coil springs with the Ford 9-inch and to do all that and keep it going there, it was really just very, very cool to get to know him through that still. And I think it had 11,000 views, the video, which is pretty cool. And it's on YouTube. It's not seen, mainstream or whatever, but I thought that we would see that nobody had a problem with that, and we'd share that video with the American Car Classics page.
Sure.
And that'd be pretty cool. So you are having a cruise in that is a memorial, and this is not your first one. You've had quite a few, and when we get back, we're going to talk about that coming up because it is New Year's Day. It is only going to be what is that? 6 weeks from now? Is that
5
6
weeks?
days? Yeah.
Something it ain't long.
Yeah,
It's not long. So so when we get back, we'll talk about that. All right, hang out.
Bill Tommy's Corvette.
When we started the day, we had nothing to say. We were lonely. You had made up your mind. You were leaving love behind. I'd be lonely. I've been used. I can't handle the news. It's not the end of the line. Though you'll be gone, I won't be alone. 'Cause I know, yes I know, I'll be fine. I'll shine. I told you right from the start, tell me straight to the heart, I wasn't lying. In the pouring down rain, you said something had changed, you were not lying. I've been used, I can't handle the news. It's not the end of the line. Though you'll be gone, I won't be alone. 'Cause I know, yes I know, I'll be fine. I still got my guitar.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. I'm wearing my new Stranger shirt. It's from No More Dirty Deals. It's one of the, I think it's the first album they put out. So welcome back to this American Car Classics radio program, and I'm What's going on down? What's going down on cameras number 3 and 4? What do we got going on there?
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Would you two like to share with the class? Would you two like to share with the class?
I was trying to do your hand thing.
Okay.
It wasn't working out.
Yeah, well, they got eyeballs in the middle of them.
Yeah, I don't have
And
enough.
they're
Exactly.
backwards.
He started doing the hand thing, and I was thinking, okay, Kenny just said no more dirty deals. This is going to get interesting.
Yeah.
Well, the conversation we had off air there was kind of a dirty deal that we didn't really get,
Yeah.
if you knew more about.
And then he comes back and says, no more dirty deals.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
That's some bullshit.
I don't speed either.
Ah.
Drive a
Look,
Ford.
Bryce has ridden with me 2 weeks in a row, and he's like, "God, this is gonna be interesting in the rain." So
Crazy, man.
my driving styles are not. He said on the way home last week. He says, "You could probably do a better car than this." I said, "Look, I go out front with my customers. I say, look, obviously I'm working for peanuts. Look what I drive."
There
They're
you
like,
go.
"You're not making money off me. I love that."
Perception.
Bank it.
Check out my Yugo. All right.
Yeah,
I did recommend some new wiper blades would be advised.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tiana wiper blades, please, for the Hyundai. Put it on the board.
Just order.
So, anyway, Bryce, you have a flyer of this that you're going to put up on the show on the board for the show. This is
Man, what
the
happened to your TV?
this is the
I know.
the HDMI
That-
cable
that-
was
that-
bad, so we
it
had
was
to
a Kenny
replace it, and
day.
I left it. Yep. The Dick Arbitel Memorial New Year Rod Run. This is going to be Sunday, January 1st, 2023.
Right.
Tell us about it, host.
This is a rod run that late friend of mine, Dick, started. The very first one, matter of fact, the picture is me and my Chevelle. My
Yes.
wife took it of me in front of Windsor on A1A because the trip used to be really long. And the very first one was in 2007 because I got the timestamp on the photo.
Okay.
That's a good picture right there.
Love it.
Yeah,
but you can
love
tell it
that
was
picture.
Todd
Yeah.
because that hand
That
out
big
there.
hand.
Big hand.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's me.
That's
and
a
my
good picture
Chevelle.
right there.
I've had it since high school. So we'll Dick, since he passed, there has been a few times that the cruise didn't happen. But since he had passed, I really wanted it. I had a lot of fun doing it. I know he enjoyed it a lot, and I wanted to continue it, in his memory. Me and Dick were good friends, and so at that point, last year I started it back up for him.
And we're not going to stop it.
No, this year, it's basically going to do the same thing. We're going to start off at Cracker Barrel in Vero off from 60, and we'll depart from there like 10 a.m. Then we'll head to Sebastian to the Riverview Park, that little parking lot there where we went the last time.
That's right. That's on the east side, right by the river, right on the river.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
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 And so we'll hang out there for a while. Then we're going to leave there, go back up US 1 to 510 over to A1A, take A1A to Vero, and we'll stop at the parking lot across from Riverside Theater. And we'll hang out there for a while, and then we'll leave there, and then we'll come here. And this year I'm going to have Ricky Hodge, the Hodgepodge Barbecue.
Yep.
Cater the food. This way we don't spend so much time. My wife's so busy.
It was a lot. It was a lot last year that you asked friends and family to come in and help serve, and Ron's wife did and stuff, and it was really big.
Yeah.
And it took a lot of effort to do and all that. But you do this. Scott and Ed, they can chime in and they can say, "Hey, what is our fee to this?" There's no fee.
There's no fee.
Todd, you do this because you love Dick and you.
I mean, I was going to leave that one alone, but
And there's your hard R rating right there. Perfect. Oh, yeah. It was a matter of time. It was a ticking time bomb. It was bound to
Only Ken.
implode.
Yeah.
It was bound to implode.
Mr. Arbitel. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we were good friends. Yeah.
I have to exit the stage now.
That's pretty
He's done. Oh, God, he's done.
He's all done.
Oh, boy.
Who loves what?
Nah, not that way.
I don't know. He's over there digging. Look at him. He's turning red. He's blushing.
I'm trying to recover.
Yeah, recover. You'll be all right, dude.
Well, I told Bryce there's already a meme out there, a little video of us out there. Come on, man, really, you can do this?
Yeah.
So there's no fee. There's none of
Yeah.
this. And this is all put on
Good
by
save.
Todd.
Yeah, wait, change
Yeah,
subject.
basically, and a lot of friends are going to help out. There'll be. I mean, I can help doing it. Getting it set up. So between my wife and them, they'll be handing the food and drinks and stuff out again. He did.
He's done for the night.
Done.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a good event last time. We had a blast. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's like a car show, but you get to go and cruise around, and get to talk to everybody,
Yeah.
And I think that's the fun part because you get to take
you
your car
get
out
to
and
drive
ride,
your car. I mean, you got these cars to drive.
Well, I thought it was a
keep
long
going.
distance the last year, but you
That's
say this
nothing.
is short.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Listen, we stayed up till almost 2:00 at night putting that motor back on my car to make this cruise.
Yeah.
Damn.
Is that when I fell asleep on the tires?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude.
All over an
Go
oil pan gas.
9:30. Yeah.
He's got too much D on his mind. Anyway,
Oh, Lord.
but the first cruises used to go to Fort Pierce, to the North Bridge, over to A1A, all the way to Melbourne.
Wow.
Cut over from Melbourne to US 1. We come up, there's like a little strip plaza. We used to park in that parking lot. So
Okay.
it was only the one stop. We'd stop there and we'd hang out there for about an hour. And then we would leave there, go all the way up to 510, cut over to A1A, and go to Memorial Island. And they had Dick had a big spread and all that stuff. And it was really good. We started off at Bob Evans back then.
Okay.
Yep. And as the years went on, a couple got skipped and everything, and then it started at Cracker Barrel. And
How many cars? Like, did he? I mean, was there?
oh,
an
there's a
average or
couple
something?
times. I bet you we had over 100 cars.
Wow.
And
That's a lot.
Yeah.
yeah. The very first one was really. There's a lot of cars. It was.
But you're seeing people
wonder-
in traffic. You see a line of classic, just beautiful cars going down the road. Man, people stop this. They're taking pictures, videos.
People freak out. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
awesome.
I think we had 80.
We had
cars.
That's a lot.
I think we
That's
had
a lot.
like 80 last year.
That's a
Yeah.
lot.
I'm hoping to
Some of them
see
did-
about 100.
Yeah,
That's
that
awesome.
not all of them came here. The last stop when they
No.
knew the cruise part was over, they went home or went on and did
Right.
whatever. It was New Year's Day
Yeah.
and all that. But we started off with a great bunch at Cracker Barrel. It was awesome.
Yeah, I think we had probably 60, 70 people here.
I bet there were
Yeah.
some.
People were
We
probably.
still had a lot of cars. This year they don't come. Shame on them. We're going to miss out some good
They
barbecue.
got more food.
Yeah.
Right.
They got more
Yeah,
food
I
for
think
Ricky
everybody.
Hodge
Well,
and Hodgepodge
right.
Barbecue is incredible stuff. We
Yeah.
had him at our 10th anniversary show, April 9th last year of this year.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah,
was good
they're
stuff.
phenomenal.
Yep.
I think Jimbo Carroll helps them. And,
Yeah, Jimbo does.
yeah.
I met them because Steve, you do your 12-12 parties every
Yeah.
year with them, and man, that was a staple food right there.
Yep. I'll start my party next year.
I love that.
yeah.
Always.
Next year,
So it's going to be a good time. I can't wait.
not this 12-12.
I'm going to
Yeah,
put the
I-
details up on
This
screen.
12-12 is going to be a little sketchy.
We'll do a little get together just to make it symbolic, okay?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's if you don't come, it's a great time.
Yeah,
you
you're
get to
missing a
hang
good
out.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot of fun. I thought about having a band, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to get all that happening, but we'll
Because
have
it
good
takes a lot,
cruise.
man.
It
Even
does,
just to
and
do a
it-
cruise.
This year, just like, both me and Steve were working things together right now.
Right.
So, and both of us are really busy. We got a lot going on, and we got a lot going to go on next year, once this little transition thing that we're doing does. And, after that, I think next year is really going to be a good year.
Yeah, so Cracker Barrel, we're going to
both
meet
of
around 8 o'clock, and
Yeah.
the cruise will start at 10. So that gives us 2
Yeah.
hours to get in and enjoy food. And
Yeah,
and
we're
do
gonna
it
go
up
to.
and-
We'll all meet at Cracker Barrel. You get there early, have breakfast. This year I'm not buying breakfast, so everybody knows
Right.
that. I did last year,
Right.
And because this food, barbecue's won't be cheap, but
No, and I'll tell you that we appreciate it, and it's
Definitely.
not just the flavors.
But it's about everybody getting together, So
Right.
It
we'll
is
all
about
have
that.
breakfast, hang
Right.
out there at Cracker Barrel before we peel out, and then we're gonna have a good time.
There was a story that Keith McDonald, the founder of the show, actually wrote. It was for the TC Palms, and it was Dick Arbitell can't turn his back on the track. Do you remember reading that article?
No.
This was from 2016, I think it was, or 2019 maybe. And it was a good little article about Dick. So I
Really?
did a nice read on it. Keep it if you want to, and
Yeah, I'll have to read down.
read through it one time or something like that.
Well, I don't
So-
know. I mean, a lot of people probably don't know this, but Dick had he holds a lot of records at like the Gator Nationals and stuff. People
Really?
probably don't know that, but if you look, he is very talented and in drag racing.
Do you think Henry Dana knew Dick Arbutel?
I wouldn't doubt it.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, that's because, Fort Pierce and all that and everything else. And certainly Rick Silverstein would know if they knew each other or something,
Yeah.
somebody like that.
Because Henry
Dick-
used to do all the rear ends and all that stuff too,
Yeah.
and the transmissions. He used
Right.
To, he used to be Dana's transmissions and rear ends, and then he'll build you a car from
Okay.
top to bottom.
Now, on this 38 Buick that Dick has this 6.5-minute video on YouTube about, he custom made some panels and pieces and what have you, but he did
He designed an intake for that.
he
car.
designed an intake.
He built
dual,
the whole intake.
He's out of aluminum.
Yeah.
Nice.
Listen,
Yeah.
and that's not easy.
If you seen the intake, you'd be saying, "There's no way that guy built that thing by hand."
It was level and precise and
Yeah.
smooth. And when they said this, I froze it and I started bidding the video just to look at all and it was incredibly well done.
Yeah.
It almost looked like a stamped manufactured piece from Edelbrock or something.
Yeah.
That was pretty
That's
incredible.
awesome.
Yeah, pretty incredible. So, all right, well, that's going to be New Year's Day, and when he said it ends here, that's the House of Byron, and there's an address on the flyers, and those flyers are going to be available for you to be able to get down the times and places
Yeah.
that we're going to be going, and we'll talk more about that on the Facebook page and Twitter and Instagram and everything else as it's coming up with the American Car Classics group and all that. So stay tuned. We're going to go on a quick break. We'll be right back.
Coming at you like a ball of fire. You better let me be. Coming at you, a wings of desire. You better pin a bullet chain on me now. I'm on your tail now, baby.
Man, if you can't get it, gosh, that's some good old Stranger right there. Greg Billings, my boy, that voice, he can put me to sleep. He can wake me up. He could carry me around the block. I love it.
We all just got woken up.
We did. He did a reverse slide on that, and he pounded our
was like,
headphones a little bit. This is how he lets us know that he's not happy about something we did. When we left, we were talking about the Vega wagon, or we went on break and we started talking about the Vega wagon. This was a wagon that Dick owned. He owned a Chevelle as well.
Yeah, he had the 70 Chevelle. Yep.
And a
Bill Summers owns it now.
okay, and then the Vega wagon.
The Vega wagon Dave Marshall owns now.
And were there any other cars?
He had, the guy had all kinds. Yeah, I mean, he's owned a lot of cars.
Right.
Mercedes.
Right.
and Old junk Mercedes one.
Right.
Old red Porsche. And he had a nice Camaro that some girl ran the red light there at, what's that restaurant next to Home Depot? Ruby Tuesdays?
Yeah, Ruby.
Okay.
Yeah, he T-boned her and totaled it out.
What year Camaro was
I think
that?
it was a 67 convertible, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Was it? Yeah.
I came across some
hardtop.
car an ad that was on the Haggerty page that talked about some cheap finds on Craigslist, and one of them was a 1978 Ford Pinto wagon. But this thing was beautiful.
Wood paneling.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
If I had a color printer,
That's
which I'm too
nice.
broke to have, but it was $5,800, and I went to go look at the ad, and it had sold. So
It's got
it
some big
had a little
wheels
bit of
on it.
rust above the window, but otherwise this car was clean.
almost
and-
looks
and-
That is you, bro.
No, that's
I
me
can
all
see
over.
you cruising down the road.
God,
Well, you came here in the Camaro.
yes.
You want to tell a story about that real quick?
Um,
I'm sure the widow's not watching.
Hi. 72 Camaro, second owner, got it from an estate sale up north. The original owner died. Widow was selling it, practically stole it. Original motor, everything's original. Not the original paint, but the original color.
Yeah.
That was that, what do they call it? Cream yellow.
Yeah.
Cream yellow.
Low miles.
I think it's showing 30-some thousand on the Odo, but it's still a 72. You can't.
You think it could be 130? It's awfully
it could.
clean underneath, man.
It is clean. It is
Yeah.
clean. It very well could be.
Yeah,
I mean, it was the same owner, so
Yeah, I think it was original.
Yeah,
and she
could
had
be.
a price on that thing, right? It wasn't that you said, "Look, I'm gonna come in and offer you this."
Right.
Okay,
Right.
so that's good. So you can sleep at night.
I can sleep at
Right. Okay, that was
I can
her
sleep
fault.
at night.
Yeah. Well, that's incredible. This 1961 Chevy Corvair wagon.
Now that I like.
Do you?
I like it because it's unusual as heck.
Yeah.
It is unusual. I am not a fan.
You could make a heck of a rod.
You're
out of
right.
that thing.
Right wheels, right paint. Yeah.
That
You could have
line
fun
down
with
the
that.
side just makes it look Volkswagen. I mean Volvo. That just screams
That
Volvo.
just to me
to
it gives
me.
speed.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if you can see that or not, but
I think LS it, LT4.
Well, people have done that. Put big old V8s in the rear. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Left
Why
and
not?
right.
all right. Well, the next one isn't any better. Isn't bagging. This is a Volkswagen, 1972
Yeah,
Volkswagen
you can ride
Squareback.
that.
It's a two-door.
2-door.
Okay.
2-door.
Still, so you can trash it right away, right?
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of those things.
$3,500. I
Yeah.
seen an orange one.
Is that
driving
what they're
around.
giving to take it?
That's
Oh,
I'm joking.
oh
man.
hell.
right.
It's all right.
I did not check the ad on this one to see if it was gone or not. They moved it for the pictures. You see all the oil spots.
Yeah, right.
They should have left it where
That
it was.
could have came from that Pinto.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, they might have been different owners.
I saw one of the old AMC Eagles on there the other day. Four-wheel
yeah?
drive with the wood grain with
Huh.
the spoke wheels. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, when was the last time you saw one of those?
and the guy was like $5,000, only had like 64,000 miles.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
I
That
was
thing
gonna say, I thought
still
it was
runs.
Damn.
Yeah.
You think about that. I mean, because those in the Renault
And it was a-
Alliances and the whatevers, they
It
just
was a full drive one too.
Yeah.
yeah,
big-
it was
those
setting up
AMC,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those are big time collectibles.
if you
They
like
really are.
that,
Yeah.
that wasn't a bad buy. But
Five-
getting a
yeah.
part for it,
$5,000, I think it was.
yeah. But I mean, that was a vacuum line monster, and yeah.
Yeah.
The last one that I saw on the Craigslist cheap car ads
this
was a
is-
1969 Chevrolet Chevelle wagon.
Yeah.
Now that
Yes.
would be nice
Right.
to have.
It was
at that.
pretty.
Oh
It
man,
was
I'd love
green.
to have that.
It was green and black,
Right.
and
10 grand.
10 grand.
10 grand.
Ten
No
grand.
kidding. Is it still on there?
10
I
grand.
didn't look.
Oh Jesus.
Do you think
Four-speed
that's-
manual.
Do you think that's cheap?
396 with a 4-speed manual.
It's got a 4-speed in
It's
it.
got a 4-speed with
no
a 396.
kidding, I want this goodness thing.
Hey,
My
those
God.
cars,
It's the grocery getter.
those cars, the next thing's coming up.
Oh,
all
I
the
know.
way.
We saw,
$10,000,
we
no
saw
kidding.
5 of them at the auction
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
Nomad wagons, the Chevelle wagons.
Hell
Yeah.
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 I know somebody that bought
What
one a
motor's
few years
that
ago.
thing?
Just
I
like
got my glasses
he,
on.
he
That
thought it
thing's
was
got a 396.
396.
Yeah.
Rebuilt 396
Bro.
with a 4-speed.
Factory. So that's how a factory car was.
we're temporarily closed tomorrow. We're having to go
Right.
get a car.
Road trip.
Anyway, keep that. That's on Craigslist, and if it's still there, that's yours.
I bet you that's gone in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I'll bet somebody had to snatch that up
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good. We have a
man.
customer,
Where
Justin,
is it?
that came into the shop, and
I can't see.
he bought a 1956 Chevy two-door, and he went to, I want to say almost Minnesota, but Maryland or something, pick it up. He bought it for $15,000. It's a 327 with dual carbs on it. Stuff.
Ooh, nice.
Pretty cool car.
Right
and all
price,
that.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Keep bringing this kind of stuff out for him, man.
well,
Yeah, right.
I didn't mean to do anything intentional to cause a problem.
Doesn't say.
A little bit of history. September 30th, 1955, James Dean died in his Porsche 550 Spider. He was running the roads out there in
think about it,
California and ran over a cliff. October 2nd, 1912, GM and Ford executive Bunky Newson. He was born, and the funky thing about Bunky, which I didn't mean to
Funky
do.
is your bunky.
When he was 14 years old, Bunky asked his dad for a new car. I'm gonna read this right off of here without glasses. His father gave him all the pieces to a brand new car, a 1927 Chevrolet, and Bunky had to put it together.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, November 18th, 1960, DeSoto,
Look at that.
they ends production.
What year was that?
1960, bro. DeSoto ended.
I think there's another one right below that too about somebody else that shut down.
Yeah,
There's
the one we
somebody
got's a 56.
Peugeot.
Oh, okay, so that's 4.
That's
Oh, and November 19th, 1959, Edsel.
So two big cars. Well, Ford had Edsel, but Edsel was its own brand like Buick,
yeah,
right?
That never
Yeah.
did that.
And
never
so
did
the
well.
year before,
I think the Edsel was like, the Lincoln of the,
Yeah.
I believe is how they looked at it.
yeah, probably like the Cadillac.
So
and
then they
GM or
started the
something.
Lincoln, huh?
Then they started Lincoln. I don't know what year Lincoln started.
No, Lincoln.
No,
was
Lincoln
before
started
that.
back way back.
Way before
Oh,
that.
God,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, but they were the
Yeah.
Cadillac of
'Cause
the
they put
of
presidents
Ford.
in the Lincoln.
Mhm.
Listen,
And then they went. They get realized, Lincoln's stinking. We need to put them in the Cadillac.
Put it in the Cadillac. That's correct. Yeah, October 3rd, 1912 was the first win for Duesenberg. And this story caught my eye because at Chattanooga Motor Car Festival Sunday morning, when you all had the truck pulled around and took off, they had the Concours d'Elegance. And there were 4 Duesenbergs right there in a row. And Corky Coker and I sat there and talked about them for a while. And man, they were just beautiful. So 1912 was the first win for Duesenberg.
Yeah, and they had a hybrid one there. You didn't see it? Yeah, it's part steam engine and part.
Okay.
Oh, God. I was
Things
like-
comes
I was
around and
thinking
freaking-
battery.
I
and-
was
yeah.
freaking if somebody
Blowing
took something and
steam out of
changed
it.
it
That's what I
to
was
electric.
thinking. Yeah.
I said that's a hybrid. It's steam engine and gas engine all in one.
Imagine if you saw an electric Duesenberg going down the road.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to.
I mean, they're huge, so you guys put battery
Oh,
placement
sure.
somewhere because they're huge. But
Yeah,
you should see the Hemi in at DeSoto.
yeah, it's huge, man.
what?
It's huge.
Thing's got a Hemi in it.
A 426?
Might be. It's a
It
pretty
could be.
big one.
It's a big one. It's
Whoa.
got the oil sump air filter and all that stuff, so it's all soaked in there. It's funny. I was messing with Dean and I think so bad. I'm like, dude, how'd you get so much oil in the air filter? He's like, what do you mean? I took it out that way.
He wouldn't
Poor kid.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't know about oil bath. Yeah.
That poor kid.
That's
But I just want to do a
horrible.
good shout out though. It is Dean's birthday today, so happy birthday, little
Oh.
buddy.
Yeah, happy birthday, Dean.
Happy birthday,
Boom.
Dean.
Dean.
We've tried to have you come on. You blush like a little schoolgirl, so
Yeah.
you wouldn't do it. But we'll get you out here, and we hope you have a great birthday now.
I
So
enjoyed
that means
some
it's
of that
his brother's
cake.
birthday too, right?
Yeah,
Because he's a
Yeah.
twin.
yeah.
So what's his brother's birthday?
Yeah.
His brother.
Dean's a minute ahead of him, so he did pretty good. I mean, he
All
got
right, well, it's
birthday
happy
cake
birthday,
today. He
Dean.
got a tool
Okay.
cart today and everything, so he did pretty good.
He got a tool
Yeah.
cart.
One of
Yeah,
the
man.
little roll arounds. You can
His
plug in
boss bought him a
tools and
tool cart.
organize
Did you?
and stuff.
Did you really?
Yeah, man, he's a nice guy.
I might be an asshole, but I'm a nice guy. I always say I'm the nicest.
I might have to go to
asshole
work
you'll
for
ever
him.
meet.
Oh,
perfect.
yeah.
Give me a new
Perfect.
tool cart.
Woo! Man, I had no clue.
Somebody else will end up with it.
Well, what else you got? You got another story on there?
I don't know. November 16th, 1904, the history of auto theft in Los Angeles, California begins with the first recorded stolen car in the city. The first recorded car theft took place in Paris, France in 1896. A mechanic stole a Peugeot from the Automobile Club of France. He was later caught. The car was recovered and returned.
What was the top speed of that Peugeot? Like 7 miles an
Like
hour?
4. So
Yeah.
someone just had to do a brisk walk after it.
He
They
was
caught him.
7 miles an hour, and the police caught him on foot.
Reginald, stop.
I want to think about the guy that stole. This is the car you're going to pick.
Yeah, right.
Even way
Peugeot.
back then.
Yeah, Peugeot.
This is what you're going to pick.
Yeah, 1904.
Yeah.
Most people could run faster than that car.
That's right.
Right. He got caught by
Yep.
a cop on a horse.
Brisk
Yeah.
walk.
Like what you hear today, like all these things I've heard on the Bobby Bones show, the bonehead of the day. Guy steals a car, tries to rob a bank, it's a stick shift, and then realizes, I can't drive a stick shift.
Yeah.
What's that old saying? That's a millennial anti-theft device is a stick shift.
That's your
That's
worst
right.
luck is that
Right.
you're doing a carjack in the middle of the road and you go to get out. The person gets out, gives you the car, it's a stick.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
You better know how to
Yeah.
drive if you're going to hijack
Hilarious.
a
That's
car.
right.
Hilarious.
That's
Yeah,
deep.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
And from this day in automotive history was the story about a guy named George Bessie, who was the CEO of Renault. He was assassinated on November 17th in 1986.
That's because people got tired of getting ripped off
Yeah,
buying
Renault.
junk.
Yeah.
Right. He was getting out of his chauffeur-driven car outside of his home in Paris, and 2 women pulled up, and they don't know which one pulled the trigger, but they were both charged with it. But this was because he had laid a bunch of people off and trying to change the company's direction.
Spouses.
They weren't happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, bum.
American Car Classics. Couple minutes. We'll be right back. Bow, bow. That's good stuff right there, man. I tell you, he can make himself sound like a locomotive crawling down the roads. Everything else, it's awesome. That's Greg Billings, the Stranger Band. I'm Kenny Schofield. Steve Charbonneau, Todd Byron, and Rhett Riddle. We're the American Car Classics radio program. Bryce is on the control panel. And Rhett, you get to hang out with us for an evening. Actually, you're probably missing dinner. Is that
It's
true?
okay. I can stand to
too.
lose a couple.
But you are missing. You did miss out on. Are you you'll get leftovers when you get
Of
home?
course I will.
Okay. Your
Of
wife
course I
came
will.
up to the show Saturday. That was cool.
Yeah, she had a great time.
She was probably proud that you were,
Yeah.
being productive.
You were
Doing
kicking
stuff.
it.
For a change. For a change.
That you were kicking it.
Kicking it.
Because you don't ever go and kick it.
No, I don't kick
We
it. I used
try-
to kick it. I used to kick it when I was younger.
Right.
Then I
But
sprained
even
my
with the
leg kicking
car,
it
it's
too
not
damn
like you
much.
get to go. When I met
Sprain your
you,
ankle?
you'd gone to a few different car shows and stuff, but you're busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually am. Work pretty much all the time. Then around the house, doing stuff around the house, family things. But working on the cars in the garage.
We've got 2 cars now.
Yeah.
Yeah, a 2-car garage.
2-car garage, but only, a 2-car garage in Florida, you can only fit 1 car in the garage.
Okay. What stays in the garage?
74 Challenger.
Okay.
74 Challenger.
Okay.
440.
What do you drive to work? The Camaro?
The Camaro. The Camaro.
Okay.
Yeah, one of these days I got to rip the Band-Aid off of the Challenger and get it out in the rain. I just got to rip the Band-Aid off. But
It's never been out in the rain.
not since I've owned it now.
Yeah.
I've owned it a few months,
But
but
that's okay. You don't have to do that.
Yeah. One day I need to.
Yeah. I drive loose in the rain, but you guys don't necessarily drive your cars in the rain.
You don't know.
No.
You
No.
don't drive them big fat tire vehicles in the rain.
No.
No,
kidding.
no, No, you don't.
Yeah,
No, you don't.
One of my first weekends out with the orange car was that big monsoon. That's when I figured, oh, you know what? This thing's got wipers in it. The frost works great. And she did great.
See, he had new wipers on his 69 Camaro.
Unlike Kenny
Mine's,
in
is
his
it-
2008 Hyundai.
mine's a driver. I drive it.
How close am I?
It's no 2.
Oh,
but
2.
yeah, close.
Yeah, it made you feel
So-
up there a little bit.
Right.
A little closer.
This weekend is the Turkey Rod Run. The Turkey Rod Run
Oh,
is going to be
yeah.
at the Daytona International Speedway from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They're assuming that there's going to be 55,000 cars and vendors out there selling stuff and showing off their wheels.
You said 55,000 cars and vendors.
And, yeah,
Not spectators. Cars
not,
and
not,
vendors.
not even vendor, but people putting on swap meets. So it's
Yeah, that's
Oh, that place would be
55,000
crazy, bro.
Wow.
you know, cars and swap meets. And most people that bring out stuff to sell have a car they put next to it or doing something with it, whatever. But it's you've been to the Turkey Rod Run?
No, that's on me and my wife's bucket list. We are going to do it. We are
Friday.
going to do it.
Go
Don't
Friday.
shake your head because we're going to do it.
We're going
Friday.
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 Now,
Yeah.
do they take the cars out of the Daytona Speedway area and like cruise around on the roads at all, or do they keep
So-
it all pretty much inside the?
No, people
They-
people
Yeah.
come in and go and stuff. And there's people that got to burn it out down the road or whatever and stuff. But there's no actual racing. Look, back in the day,
Well-
they'd open the track up.
I was going to say, I thought they let you
Yeah.
run the track.
Well, I don't know about all
I don't
that.
think they do that
but
anymore.
there's
No.
it's like Car Mania in Daytona.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still do it, but down at La Playa, on the beach, there used to be hundreds and hundreds of cars. Man, you would see these pro mods and you name it. And yet, the best deals on cars were at the La Playa.
That's where I believe it started up at was the original
Right.
original
And,
hotel
it
47
it's
years
like
ago.
a shopping plaza, honestly, and that place is nuts. But I heard that they don't do it there no more. And,
Okay.
you could cruise the beach. You're cruising
Oh yeah.
Oceanside
Oh, yeah.
there, and yeah, a lot of fun.
I said it's been 28
Oh, you need to get
years
back, boy.
since I've been, I think, 20.
It's
Yeah.
been over
Well-
10 or years, 10 or 15 years for me since I've been to the Rod Run.
It's
Yeah.
been a year for me, but I'll be there Friday.
Yeah, you're gonna look for something.
Oh yeah, I'm looking for 57 Chevy parts. I'm looking for really.
Couple,
I don't know what
couple
I'm
two-wheel
looking for.
quitters.
Quitters.
Some dirt bikes, yeah. If they
Yeah.
got some, they do
Yeah.
usually have some there.
And
Maybe some road art.
And I say that because you, some you wrote on.
some yard art. I
Okay.
like to find a nice old truck for the side of the driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Now, they have the Rod one twice a year, don't they?
yeah. In March they have the
Yeah.
spring rod run.
Yep.
Yeah,
Maybe that 71 I got out front.
that's the new.
It's too new.
Yeah,
He wants a 50s era.
Okay.
50s
49
or
or
40s. Yeah, somewhere like that.
All right.
Pickup truck.
Well, I'm
preferably.
gonna read a couple tech talks.
You do it.
TikToks.
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 I do TikTok.
Maryland Fried.
What is that?
Captain D.
Yeah, Captain D.
What is Maryland Fry? I'm not going to laugh at
Bucket.
stuff. 'Cause oh, yeah. Love that. Yeah, you don't want to give me, because you know what will happen. You can do it. Look at me and start laughing again.
Yeah.
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 Listen, I have a license. Be quiet. Rick from Valdosta, Georgia asks, I have noticed that some cars lose their value after time and some don't. How can we tell when? Well, this is an impossible question to answer. How are we going to tell when this is going to be happening, or what's going to be dropping next? Thanks, Rick.
It's car market, man.
Yeah, it's like the stock market.
Well, it's like Ron Smith with the 50s
The
Thunderbirds.
T-Birds.
He talks about that they're just not going to come back. That era is gone, and they used to bring so much, and now they're just not, and that just is. But I don't know when it happened or if you could tell it was going to happen, like the stock market.
Right. The only thing, logically, like with the auction, like Barrett Jackson or Meekum, when Gone 60 Seconds, the remake came out, to kind of ruined the market for the fastback 67, 68 Mustangs, because everyone was taking nice bodies or clean, restored, and making them into Eleanors, then selling them and driving the prices sky high, and then you couldn't touch. When you could afford a fastback 67, 68, you can't anymore.
Right.
Same thing with the Shelby Mustangs. And so that makes the non-desirable versions of those cars even more desirable. So if there's any way to gauge it, it's like
Wow, right.
the first-gen Camaros, priced astronomical. So now everyone's buying the second-gens.
Yeah.
They're still affordable, but they're going up in value. Then they're going to go up in value. Then you're going to go back into the
They're buying
IROCs.
Gen 5s.
Yeah.
You know, because the IROCs are coming up now. I
Right.
think. So, I mean, we get that. Yeah.
Like my 52 Chevy I own, still can afford them because now the 55s, the 56, 57s are going. So now people are snatching those up while they can
Yeah.
afford them. And
But the
Tri-5s
50s
are
cars
pretty-
don't have a good market anymore. They really.
Well, the Tri-5s are
The Tri-5s.
yeah, they
yes,
probably
right.
always will.
Right.
They'll always be there.
So
See,
iconic.
A lot of these cars that you're seeing where the values are dropping on them are the error, because see, a lot of them people that can afford these
Yeah.
cars
Mhm.
now.
Yeah.
So what you're seeing is worth a lot of money are the muscle cars, you know, like the 70s and the 60s era.
Right.
Well, those are our
Because
cars.
we're the 50s and right.
So, and
Right.
we're at a stage in our life where we can somewhat afford
right,
them, you
right.
know.
We've been working hard and
I mean,
saving, doing it right, and having it.
You obviously can afford them more than I could, but
Yeah.
That's right.
but you know,
Knuckle-
being
knuckle.
able to buy them cars, you know what I'm saying? So that's, you know, so like the 20s and the 30s and the 40s,
Yeah.
those are kind of falling off, and then I think we're going to see that with the 50s, you know. And that's kind of like the Mustangs. If you looked at the 65 Mustangs, like the one I sold, that particular car was going for hot money at one time. Then they fell down. Then they started going back up. I mean, actually, they fell lower than what I sold mine for.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I know. 10 years ago, they were $8,000, $10,000
yeah,
cars. Right.
you could buy them all day for $8,000.
Right.
The market seems to fluctuate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It does fluctuate. So it's a little.
Yeah, once again, back to the whole stock market analogy. Yeah,
So
fluctuates,
so
yeah.
so wagons are becoming really hot.
Wagon.
We don't care.
Wagons,
They don't care what
trucks.
make. The Ford estate wagons,
Yeah.
Town and Countries.
yeah.
The muscle style wagons.
Like the
Nomad.
Chevelle
Well, that-
wagon,
right,
Chevelle, yeah.
right.
Caprice,
but the other
Caprice
ones are
wagons, yeah.
becoming more popular, and the trucks,
Yeah,
vans are back in.
Look at a couple years ago, the Volkswagen vans were the hottest thing going.
They
Now
were-
look,
Yeah.
they're dropping off.
And
Yeah.
they are.
Killers.
They were selling for
Yeah.
a buck
It's the
20, a
same
buck
Or
thing.
200, 500.
200, I
If
seen
you got the
so, yeah.
22 window,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
2 years in a row. Hottest car in the market.
Yeah,
Can't touch them.
yeah.
Look what
you
I paid
can't
for my
buy 'em.
car 3 years ago.
Right.
Yeah, you can't.
I got a stupid offer on my car the other day, and I still didn't sell it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
A
I
stupid
wouldn't
offer?
either.
Oh, well, because it's
And I know
registered
his,
for me.
I know
right?
his check is good.
Okay. Wow. you didn't
Problem
sell
is,
it.
when you gonna get another one? You know
And
what
I
mean?
won't get one
You
like
know,
that.
you
That
know.
car is, it's not a numbers matching car,
Wow.
but it's not a car. It's
Wow.
not a car. It's all cut.
Well, there's 3 pictures here, and you
Here's
can go
mine,
back
huh?
this way.
I wouldn't sell mine.
There's
for
3
anything.
pictures. You can go back this way. This is a 71 Chevelle SS that's here in Vero that they call the
Beautiful.
shop, and we're going to go out and do a road call on it Saturday and try and get it running, get it out the shop, and get it.
And that's the
fixed.
right color, silver with the red. That's just
Yeah.
that's
Pretty
pretty.
nice.
That is pretty.
Automatic.
Yeah,
Love the color
Yeah.
though.
yeah.
Huh.
So they're out there and around. It's not for sale or something like that. He wants to get fixed. It's been sitting for a while, but they're happening. But that is the hottest car 2 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can't really tell you when it's going to drop off or anything else. Rick,
watch
but
the market and see what's moving and what's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the great thing with Meekum is 18 auctions a year. You get to kind of follow the patterns. It's
Right.
now pretty easy to watch what they're doing and how they're
That's
going.
right.
To
How long we got?
2 minutes.
Joe from Vero asks Todd, why do some paint jobs have a lot more clear coats than on them? What are the pros and cons of doing massive amounts of clear coats versus one or two?
Well, you shouldn't do massive amounts of clear coat.
And why?
Per spec of manufacturer, 2 coats out of a 1.4, say like a Sada. That's manufacturer's what they prefer you do, and that will put down your proper millage. Now, that's an everyday car. It's a car that's going to be driving outside, your car. But if you're building a car and you're restoring a car, with me, when I do them, I'll when I go to paint the car, I actually, I color it and then I'll clear it. I put 2 good, sometimes 3 good coats of high solids clear on it.
Okay.
Then I'll let that car sit for about a week. So we want it to shrink down, tighten up a little bit, and then I'll come back and I'll sand that thing with 800 grit.
Now shrink down and tighten up. There's
just curing.
That's right. It's curing. So
all that material's sucking because your base is, even though your base is dry, it's really not dry.
Right.
Okay. Your sealer, it's dry, but it's really not dry.
Okay.
As it all cures through the week or 2 weeks, be patient. These cars don't take a while to build. Let it cure and come back, sand it 800, hook it again, and then I'll put 2 to 3 more good coats of high solids clear on it, and then let it sit for a little bit, and I'll come back and I'll block it. I start with 1,000, 1,200, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, and then I buff it.
And you buff it with 3 different stages of
3 different stages. Yeah. There's newer types of buffing stuff.
Yeah.
I'm old school.
Right.
I know in the end what it's going to look like. You can tell me all about this new stuff. This really just goes in one ear and out the other. All my detailer guys do tell me, which is fine. You got your method, what you do.
Right.
I've got a method that's worked for me for 40 years.
Proven. You remember the photo shot he did with that car? He came off the black car. We thought we were looking at the clouds. That was the car. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Listen, thank you for tuning in. This is American Car Classics Radio. I want to thank Rhett for coming out and joining us. I hope to see you here again soon.
Yes, indeed.
Everybody take care and God bless.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Shake and bake it.
Yeah, y'all come back now. You're hearing Happy Thanksgiving Turkey Day.
Yeah.